This is Coach Veronica Marie, and I'm here to help you live a healthier and a happier life. The topic today is sacred relationships. Do you really know what that means? The collective has grabbed onto this word sacred. Relationships are sacred. This is sacred. That is sacred. And it all sounds like mouth service because when I look at how the people who proclaim how sacred things are, how they treat the said thing. And especially as it relates to relationships, I begin to wonder, do you know what that means? Have you thought about it? Or do you have a vague idea? Are you taking your definition from scripture? Are you using sacred as synonymous as important or significant? I think most people are. When I've heard someone say relationships are sacred, the follow-up question I have is, do you know how to cultivate that? If you know how to cultivate it, what are the qualities that go into that cultivation or actions, behaviors, thoughts, beliefs? I also wonder, do they see themselves as sacred? I'm always listening to the way people perceive the world, talk about the world, interpret the world and others. I'm always looking at how they behave with people they say they love. And oftentimes, I am not seeing my definition of sacred. Oftentimes, I'm seeing the sacred being profaned by dishonor and attitudes and speech and passive aggressiveness and sarcasm and joking and snapping and pettiness and all of these things. So then I already know that this person doesn't understand what they're saying. And the worst part is they're not aware of it. And I don't think I'm here to point it out. If you've ever tried to point out something to an unconscious person, you already know what kind of tussle will ensue. Their ego will become bruised. They will blame you for something. Maybe they'll say they don't want to be therapized. That's a word people use. They don't want to be analyzed. They don't want to be corrected. They don't want to be managed. Some people see it as control. So I don't really see it as my place to point it out. I observe it and I govern myself accordingly. I used to make the mistake of thinking that, oh, that's the way they are with others. They're not that way with me. But listen, we're in the same category of care. And a lot of times they're treating people they've cared about longer and been closer to than me. And I realized that it's only a matter of time before I get in that category also. So I no longer turn a blind eye or a deaf ear to it. I pay attention. I leave you with this question. When you say sacred, what do you mean? And don't just spout off a definition. Actually think about it and then self assess with authenticity. Do you behave like it? Do you act in accordance to your own definitions? Where does that definition need to be expanded? Where do you need to learn more about the sacredness of whatever thing you're talking about? And that's it. My name is Coach Veronica Marie, and you can find me on my website at veronicamarie.com. I'm also on Substack at Queer and Polyamorous. You can find me on YouTube at Coach Veronica Marie, and I'll be talking to you soon. Peace.